There exists a hidden mathematical code that Nikola Tesla discovered, which forever changed his understanding of how the universe truly operates. He realized that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 weren't just digits. They were the fundamental language that creation itself uses to express itself. Tesla was so convinced of the importance of this discovery that he spent years obsessively studying these numbers, going so far as to claim they were literally the key to unlocking all the mysteries of the cosmos. You may have already heard of the 3-6-9 method, but it was probably presented to you as just an affirmation repetition technique, as if it were just another mental exercise that works through willpower or positive thinking. This superficial understanding is exactly what keeps most people away from the true power of this revolutionary discovery. Perhaps you feel frustrated for having tried so many manifestation methods without consistent results. The feeling that there's something deeper, more scientific, more precise than simply repeating words and hoping something will happen. This search for an approach that makes sense to both your rational mind and your spiritual intuition can generate a deep thirst for true understanding. The pain of living trying to convince the universe through pleas and hopes, when your soul knows there should be a more direct and effective way to create your reality. Nikola Tesla revolutionized our understanding of energy and frequency when he discovered that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 were the key to the universe. Joe Dispenza has scientifically demonstrated how specific frequencies can reprogram our neurology and our reality. The truth that will transform your life is this: the 3-6-9 sequence is a mathematical frequency that connects your consciousness directly to the quantum field. Tesla discovered the language the universe understands. When you recognize that you're not repeating words but programming a specific vibrational frequency, manifestation stops being hope and becomes applied science through a precise frequency. Tesla discovered that these 3 numbers appear in all fundamental patterns of nature, from DNA structure to galaxy formation, from lunar cycles to flower geometry. The 3-6-9 sequence repeats like a cosmic signature. He realized it wasn't coincidence. It was the mathematics of creation itself. This discovery was considered forbidden because it revealed that the universe operates through specific codes, not through chance. If people knew they could use these codes to program their reality, it would fundamentally change the balance of power in the world. Most people use the 3-6-9 method as if it were just a mechanical repetition technique. They write their affirmations 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night, without understanding they're dealing with sophisticated quantum technology. This fatal error keeps people on the surface of the method, obtaining limited results because they're not accessing the true power of frequency. It's like using a quantum computer to do basic calculations. It works, but you're wasting immense potential. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 create a specific mathematical pattern that Tesla called a vortex. When you add any number and reduce it to a single digit, you always arrive at 3, 6, or 9. These numbers are the only ones that reproduce infinitely, creating a mathematical spiral that connects our physical dimension with higher dimensions. This vortex mathematics is literally a dimensional bridge that allows your consciousness to access reality frequencies that would normally be beyond your reach. The 3-6-9 sequence isn't just mathematics, it's applied neuroscience. When you follow this specific sequence, you're creating a synchronization protocol that aligns your brain hemispheres. The left hemisphere processes the logic of numbers, while the right processes the intuition of frequency. This synchronization creates a state of brain coherence, where your entire mind operates as a harmonious unit. It's in this state that manifestation becomes not just possible, but automatic, because you're operating with your entire neural capacity integrated. When you practice the 3-6-9 sequence correctly, your brain releases a specific combination of neurotransmitters: dopamine for motivation, serotonin for well-being, and GABA for focused calm. This brain chemistry creates the ideal internal state for manifestation. More importantly, this frequency stimulates the production of neurotransmitters that facilitate neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections. This means you're literally rebuilding your neurology to support the new reality you're creating. Correct practice of the 369 frequency induces gamma brainwaves, the highest frequencies the human brain can produce. These waves are associated with moments of profound insight, mystical experiences, and expanded states of consciousness. In the gamma state, your consciousness transcends the limitations of ordinary perception and directly accesses the quantum field of possibilities. It's in this state that manifestation happens instantly, because you're operating at the same frequency as pure creation. Neuroscience has discovered that it takes exactly 9 seconds for new information to be transferred from working memory to long-term memory. Tesla intuitively discovered this perfect timing when he established the 3-6-9 sequence. When you maintain focus on an intention for 9 seconds during practice, you're literally recording this new reality in your subconscious. It's not mechanical repetition, it's precise neurological programming. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 represent the fundamental architecture of all creation. The 3 represents creation, thesis, antithesis, synthesis. The 6 represents harmony, perfect balance. And the 9 represents completion, the complete cycle. Together, they form the mathematical DNA that organizes all reality. When you use this sequence, you're not inventing something new. You're aligning your intention with the basic structure the universe already uses to create everything that exists. That's why manifestation through this frequency is so powerful and natural. The 3-6-9 sequence creates a spiral energy pattern that Tesla called a vortex. This spiral isn't just conceptual. It's a real energetic structure you can feel when you practice correctly. Energy moves in ascending spirals, carrying your intention from the mental plane to the physical plane. This vortex acts as a dimensional funnel that concentrates and amplifies your intention, creating a manifestation force much more powerful than any linear technique could produce. The 3-6-9 frequency resonates at all levels of nature. You find it in shell structures, crystal formations, wave patterns, galaxy organization. When you use this frequency, You're tuning into the fundamental frequency of nature itself. This cosmic resonance is what makes manifestation through 369 so effective. You're not fighting against natural laws. You're using the same frequency that nature uses to create everything that exists. Tesla realized that abundance isn't overcome scarcity. It's the natural expression of the 369 frequency. When you operate at this frequency, you're aligned with the principle of infinite creation that governs the entire universe. This abundance code reveals that scarcity is just a distortion of natural frequency. When you return to the 369 frequency, you automatically return to the natural state of abundance that is your birthright. Are you feeling this frequency activating in you now? This understanding that perhaps you've been using only a fraction of the power that was always available. Before we reveal the complete activation protocol, leave in the comments one word that represents the new reality you're programming with this frequency. Your declaration is your first code inserted into the quantum field. When you master the 369 frequency, you become a quantum programmer. You're not dreaming or hoping. You're inserting specific codes into the field of reality. Each repetition of the sequence is like writing a line of code that instructs the universe about what reality to manifest. This shift in perspective is revolutionary. You stop being a supplicant hoping the universe will grant your requests and become a scientist using quantum technology to program specific outcomes. Every time you practice the 369 sequence with clear intention, you're recording information directly into the quantum field. It's not metaphor, it's applied physics. The quantum field is an information system, and you're learning the programming language it understands. The 369 frequency acts as a communication protocol that translates your human intentions into instructions the quantum field can process and execute. It's like learning to speak the universe's native language. The quantum field doesn't understand words, it responds to frequencies. When you use the 369 sequence, you're transmitting a specific frequency that the field recognizes as a valid instruction. Your words are just the vehicle. The frequency is the real message. This explains why some people get extraordinary results with manifestation, while others struggle. It's not about the words they use. It's about the frequency they can generate and sustain. When you practice 369 correctly, you're uploading your intentions to the universe's operating system. Your intentions become cosmic instructions that the quantum field executes automatically. This upload process doesn't depend on your belief or faith. It depends only on the precision of the frequency you're transmitting. It's pure technology applied to reality creation. The true power of the 369 frequency reveals itself when you master the 3 complete stages: consciousness preparation, frequency activation, and reality anchoring. Most people jump straight to repetition, missing the stages that exponentially multiply the technique's power. Each stage has a specific function in the quantum programming process. Preparation calibrates your consciousness, activation inserts the code, and anchoring seals the programming in the physical field. Before starting the 3-6-9 sequence, you need to calibrate your consciousness to the correct frequency. This involves entering a state of internal coherence where your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are perfectly aligned. This calibration is like tuning a radio to the exact frequency. Without it, you might be transmitting on the wrong frequency, getting distorted or non-existent results. The timing of 369 practice isn't arbitrary. It follows the natural energy cycles of the planet and your own body. Morning, 3 times. Plants the seed. Afternoon, 6 times. Nurtures growth. Night, 9 times. Seals manifestation. This temporal cycle creates a manifestation wave that builds throughout the day, culminating in powerful programming that works in your subconscious during sleep. The final stage of the 369 protocol is anchoring, the process of sealing your programming in the physical field so it manifests in 3-dimensional reality. This involves specific visualization and feeling techniques that download frequency from the quantum field to the material plane. Without proper anchoring, your programming may remain in the field of possibilities without ever materializing in your physical experience. You've just learned more than a manifestation technique. You've mastered the fundamental language the universe uses to create. The 369 frequency is the master key that opens all doors to conscious creation. With this knowledge, you're no longer limited by circumstances. You are the programmer of your circumstances. Tesla wasn't exaggerating when he called these numbers the key to the universe. He had discovered reality's source code, and now you possess that same code. You're no longer at the mercy of chance or luck. You have in your hands the technology that governs creation. Now you speak the same language the quantum field understands. You no longer need to translate your intentions through indirect methods. You can communicate directly with the source of creation, using the frequency it natively recognizes. This new language transcends words, cultures, and beliefs. It's the pure mathematical language that organizes all reality. When you master this language, you become fluent in communication with the fundamental forces that govern existence. With great power comes great responsibility. Now that you master the 369 frequency, you have the responsibility to use this knowledge with wisdom and integrity. You've become a conscious co-creator with the universe, and your programming affects not just your life, but the web of reality that connects all things. This responsibility isn't a burden, it's a privilege. You're now part of the select group of human beings who understand how creation really works and can use this knowledge to elevate not just your own experience, but the experience of everyone around you. The 369 frequency isn't just another method. It's the discovery Tesla considered the key to the universe. Now you possess this key and know how to use it to consciously program your reality. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You are the programmer of your circumstances. Starting today, you can apply this quantum technology to create the life you always knew was possible. You have in your hands the same frequency the universe uses to create galaxies, and now you can use it to create your ideal reality. If this revelation touched something deep within you, subscribe to the channel to continue discovering the secret codes that govern creation. Share this knowledge with someone who's ready to master the language of the universe, and leave in the comments, what will be the first reality you'll program using the 369 frequency? Remember, you're not learning manifestation. You're mastering the science of conscious creation.